Hello and welcome to our Forever Fulham podcast. I am joined by Hal.
Hello,
Say
everybody.
hello. Today we'll be reviewing the Luton game as we won 3-2 by a Mitrovic hat-trick. He tricked the Hatters, as we will say. And we'll be looking ahead to Middlesbrough with a guess who at the end. It should be we should have a lot of content and it'll be interesting.
Yeah, it should be a good podcast. I'm looking forward to this one. It's not a special one at all, but, we actually came up with this amazing title, Mitro grabs hats trick. If anyone saw that trick, but yeah, what a cheesy one. Don't forget to go and follow us, guys, at Forever_Fulham. But make sure your friends can't listen to this podcast, because we're not getting that many views. We are building slowly, but not getting too many. First of all, today, what were you going to talk about, Rocco, first?
The Luton game at the Cottage.
Correct.
That was a good one.
That is what we are going to talk about. And I just wanted to start off with an hour before the game. I was looking on my phone. I was just like, lineups come out. And I saw Rodak. What were your thoughts on that, Rocco? Because it was a bit surprising to everyone.
My thoughts was that it was a mistake. I was like, am I looking correctly here?
Yeah.
Because I was like, why Rodak now? I was just a bit confused. Like, Bessinelli, I know he had a bad game against Stoke, but I didn't expect him to get dropped. Like, that's a bit harsh for me, don't you think?
Yeah, definitely. And
but how do you think? Do you think he lived up to expectations? Did he have a good performance?
Well,
I wasn't there. You were there.
Yeah, he did. He lived up to. He didn't really need to do much, to be honest. But the goals that they scored against us, he didn't really have a chance. And yeah, he didn't really show off any skill because there was no chance to. I felt like it was really strange though, because I know Bettinelli gave away a penalty, but they were going to score, and a penalty's better than them scoring, so I get that. He did make 2 slips, but it was a very strange switch, and we weren't expecting it at this moment. We were expecting it early in the year, but, I don't mind that Rodak comes in, because he's a solid keeper, and if he carries on working. And I don't think it's going to change for Middlesbrough, to be honest, because
I think it's a bit harsh on Bessinelli, to be honest. I like Bessinelli, and the thing I like is consistency, and that's what it's not really consistent putting Rodak and Bessinelli switching them, because you saw in the Premier League last season, Rico, Fabri, Bessinelli, it wasn't good. So in my personally, I think I prefer Bessinelli, but if Rodak could be our future number one. Yeah. And if he I think he'll start on Middlesbrough. Do you think he will?
Yeah, I think he will. But Rocco, you do like consistency, don't you?
Yeah, I to be honest, I do. Right now, I'd still call Bessinelli our number one, but I think Rodak will start, because he can't just. What's the point of coming in for one game and then leaving? So we'll see how he does, and if he does badly, just put Betts back in. We'll just see. Back
to a normal formation. However, putting Adoy in there, he's great with his head, to be honest, though. I thought it was a good lineup, and Adoy played well. He did have one slip-up, but you know what he did? He sprinted back into the box and got the ball back and kicked it away, and it was perfectly fine. And I thought he played quite well, Rocco.
I saw he had a header, the first or second minute, and he right at the beginning,
scored.
Just wide, yeah. So
he's got a good leap.
Yeah, to be honest, Steven Sessegnon has been okay this season. He hasn't been amazing. He's only 19.
Yeah.
But I put Adoy against Middlesbrough, because Middlesbrough are quite a good quality team, and Adoy, I'd say, is a bit more defensive. So
yeah. And Mitrovic for the Golden Boot.
Oh, of course, he's been amazing recently, hasn't he? He got a hat against Luton. He's been great. He's just so good to watch. He plays well for Serbia. He plays well for Fulham.
Yeah.
And I think he's like too good for this level, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's so good.
It's like he's surprised about how easy it is.
Yeah.
I don't see, to be honest, he's a Premier League player. You have to say that, and I think I hope he doesn't move, but he might. If we don't go up, he could be looking for a Premier League move in next summer.
Yeah, definitely, and I am hoping for a win.
So, are you thinking Mitrovic will get it? Championship Golden Boot?
Yeah, I'm hoping you'll win that Golden Boot. He deserves it. He can get it. However, sometimes he doesn't perform and doesn't get any goals. But if he performs like he did against Luton, he'll be miles away from everyone else. They'll all be trailing behind. And I hope he does that against Middlesbrough. And going on to Middlesbrough, what's your score prediction, Rocco?
I'm going for a 1-0 to the Whites, Fulham, because I think it will be a tight, intense game with a lot of tense. I don't know, very contract, not a lot of open game because Middlesbrough are quite defensive and we might just keep the ball a lot. Well, how about you?
I'm completely with you, Rocco. Middlesbrough games are always quite low scoring, and their last game has been 0-0 against Huddersfield, and I feel we can pull off a 1-0 win in 50th, in the 50th to the 60th minute.
That range,
will score a tap-in or a header.
Yeah, I agree with you. I can't see anyone but Mitro scoring, and he's one of those players. He doesn't score amazing goals like Tom Cairney does, but he just does the basics, and that's what you need in the Championship. That's all you need.
Yeah, definitely. And going on to some stats of Middlesbrough, they are 21st on 11 points. In their last 5 games, they haven't won, 2 draws and 3 losses. It's disappointing from them.
They've been poor this season, to be honest. They remind me a bit of Stoke City and Huddersfield. They've got a good squad, good quality, but they just can't use it. So that's a big worry for them. And their formation is 3-5-1-1. What do you think about that, Hal?
Well, I think it'll be better on our defence, and obviously it'll be low scoring because they're 5 at the back. And that one striker is Ashley Fletcher, who is very good. He's not top goal scorer though, because there's another striker, Britt Aston-Balunga. I've seen him go through the ranks from Nottingham Forest, from Peterborough to Nottingham Forest. Now up at Middlesbrough. He should have stayed in Nottingham Forest, shouldn't he? 4 goals for Middlesbrough. That's not a big threat because I think Tom Cairney's already, and he's our centre mid who's got more goals.
Yeah, I think he's on 5, Cairney.
Yeah, and they've only got 3 clean sheets this season, so I see us winning 1-0 and none of them getting past our defence.
Yeah. And one more stat to give you, their squad value is 63.9 million euros, ours is 122 million, so it's quite a big difference. But Middlesbrough they're not like Barnsley and Luton, they have good quality players. They can even go for playoffs, but you can't see that at the moment, can you? It's just not good enough.
Yeah.
So they drew 0-0 against. Yeah, I was just going to say about the Championship this season.
Sure.
It's been so tight. Have you seen between 1st and 10th? It's literally, I don't know exactly how many points. There's maybe 3rd and 10th, maybe 4 points. It's crazy.
Yeah, and we're 7th. And behind us is Nottingham Forest, who are 8th.
If we get a win, we could get quite far up because there are loads of people around us. QPR, Bristol, Preston. Yeah, they're really close.
Talking of QPR and Sheffield Wednesday, they've surprisingly had a good start to the season. Let's see if it carries on.
It's been a really exciting start to the Championship. I've loved it so far.
Yeah. Now it's on to Guess Who, the classic Guess Who. We'll always have a Guess Who in. And can I go first, Rocco?
Of course.
And guys, comment down below if you got it right, if you guessed it right, the player.
And also, if you want, you can comment your score predictions for the Middlesbrough game.
Yeah, and please shout us out. Shout out our YouTubes. So, I'm not sure if you'll know him, Rocco. I hope you will. So he was born in Hungary. It doesn't give it away because I didn't know that actually. He was at Fulham from 2008 to 2011. He was so he was in our Europa League Juventus squad.
Yeah.
He was at West Brom before he was at Fulham, and he was at West Brom after he was at Fulham. He was a centre attacking midfielder, and he played behind Zamora in centre attacking midfield against Juventus, the 4-1 win at home. Have a guess.
Is it Zoltan Gera?
Well done, mate. Yeah.
Come on. I was just thinking of him because he looks like he scored against Hamburg in the semis, I think.
Yeah.
And he was a great midfielder. He was amazing. He's a legend.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I was doing some drama on him the other day.
Yeah, so you did a report on the Fulham Juventus game. That makes it interesting, at least.
Yeah, he scored 2 goals in the Juventus game, and one of them was a pen, and they were 10-minute intervals. One was in the 39th minute, one was in the 49th minute.
And
anyway,
I saw the highlights recently. We were 1-0 down as well.
Yeah, they scored in the second minute. I think it was. Oh yeah, I can't remember who scored for them.
And then that beautiful chip.
Trezeguet scored in the second minute for them. Zamora scored in the 9th minute for us. 27th minute, Cannavaro got sent off. 39th minute, Gerrard scored. Half time. 49th minute, Gerrard scored again.
And then that chip. Oh.
And then 82nd minute, Dempsey scored.
That beautiful chip.
But Dempsey actually came on in the 71st minute, I think. He scored in the 82nd minute. 90th minute, Trezeguet. Oh no. Another one of their players got sent off. I think it might have been Trezeguet. And it ended like that. And yeah, it was great times. Anyway.
Have you seen that chip?
Yeah, I've seen it. It's so nice. It's top left or whatever, middle left. And it's your turn, Rocco, now to do a guess.
Yeah, moving on from 10 years ago. Guess who? Okay. He is Norwegian. He is 38 years. He is 38 years old. He was part. This is quite a big clue. He was part of our Europa League campaign. He's very tall, 1.99 meters. Okay, this is a big clue as well. He's a centre back.
Oh man.
You know him. He was. I'm not sure exactly when he ended at Fulham. I think it was when we got relegated in 2014. Yeah.
Oh.
That's it.
Who is it?
Shall I give you initials?
Yes, please. Yeah.
BH.
BH.
You'll know him definitely. He's in that.
Hangeland.
Yeah, he's a classic.
Yes, Hangeland, my G. Hangeland. I love Hangeland.
Yeah, he's just a classic legend.
He's a classic guy, mate. I love Hangeland. Who cannot love Hangeland? Anyway, I think that's it for the podcast. Rocco, do you want to sign it off?
Yeah.
There?
So we'll be next on maybe Sunday or Monday. I think Monday.
Yeah.
Monday's like, and we'll be together in Portugal, near Lisbon.
Yeah.
Which will be good. And we'll have a special guest, John Joe, who will be giving his thoughts. He went to the Luton game. That'll be quite funny.
Yeah. And come on, you Whites.
Come on, you Whites.